Borderlands is such a sort of over the top universe in a lot of ways. You know, it's a game where it doesn't worry about taking itself too seriously. You know, it's the number one priority is fun, and if that fun happens to be, you know, a midget coming at you with an axe and he tries to, you know, hack your knees off, then that's cool. Or if it's, you know, Brick, you know, making the character Brick from the first game all pink so he can punch midgets' faces off and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's not the very ponderous, slow, grim, you know, story based game that I generally am not attracted to. It was just awesome to be able to play in this playground that the guys at Gearbox had already sort of set up.
With the franchise, Clamtrap, pretty well-known sort of character. What kind of pressure was that, sort of getting the pencil and paper out for a character like that?
It was a lot of pressure. It was actually, we had a lot of meetings about it, actually, because I sort of, initially when I wrote him more as the way he appears in the marketing and the Claptrap episodes that Gearbox did, where he's very abrasive and cursing a lot and stuff, and we had more meetings, and we're like, you know what, maybe he should be more the way he was in the game, where he's, you know, sort of trying to be hopeful and is maybe a little bit annoying. But, you know, we tried to play around with that a lot to sort of combine the two, so he's in Borderlands 2, actually, he's sort of on a parallel character arc with the player. So the player wants to kill this guy, Handsome Jack, who has taken over Pandora and is a real bad guy and wants to turn into his own fascist paradise. Handsome Jack also killed all the Claptraps except for one, so now he is basically out to kill Handsome Jack and avenge his product line, but he actually thinks he's the main character of the story. He thinks he's the hero and that you're his sidekick, so you'll actually fight alongside him in some big moments, and he'll think that he's, you know, the one that everybody is trying to kill. In reality, they all want you because you're the one that actually matters.
For me, I'm all about local and online co-op and stuff like that. What is something that Borderlands 2 does that's sort of very unique and specific to that?
Well, we actually let you take local co-op games online, so you can play split screen and then join somebody else's game online and play with them. It's actually kind of neat. Yeah, and we've brought back all the drop-in, drop-out co-op from the first game, so you can just appear in somebody else's world and sort of hang out with them for a while and then go off and do your own thing if you want to. It was really important to us from the get-go that we retained all the sort of cool co-op sensibilities that the first game had, which a lot of times, you know, at least from my perspective as the writer, meant that we aren't stopping you and grabbing you and making you watch 10-minute cutscenes every 5 seconds, because that's just going to interrupt the flow of co-op play. You don't really need to care about the story in co-op because you want to talk with your friends and have fun and go get loot and stuff like that, and we wanted to make sure that the story was presented in such a way that you can do that if you want to.
Alright, so I was playing some hands-on co-op, really fun. Give me some strategy tips, because so far I didn't know the guy next to me, so when I got in trouble I just ran away and all the robots would sort of attack him. Is that the way to go?
I think the tip is to punch the guy next to you if he doesn't know what he's doing. Just punch him right in the balls. What character were you playing as?
The guy with the two guns, the Berserker? With
Salvador, the Gunzerker, yeah. A great strategy for him is if you have a teammate who is Maya the Zyron or Zero the Assassin, is letting them take a little bit of aggro at first and then getting into the middle of the crowd and activating your Gunzerking, because what that actually does, in addition to pulling out a second gun, it refills half your health immediately and gives you a lot of health regeneration. So for a little while you're not quite invulnerable, but you're there, and so you can sort of just wade into the middle of combat if you pick the right moment and make sure that not everybody's focusing on you at that particular moment, and just mow everybody down. And you know, Maya's action skill Phase Lock will single out individual targets, which makes them a great target for the Gunzerker, because when he has two guns he can't iron sight with them, so his accuracy is a little bit diminished, but he's just spraying out bullets like a hose essentially, so you can get in real close and take those guys out. Or basically you can also sort of do the opposite of what I said before, where you can draw a lot of aggro with your Gunzerking and have a character like Zero come up from behind guys while they're trying to shoot at you and then backstab them, and you know, you can have some really cool combos. I am Anthony Birch, the writer for Borderlands 2, and I hope you check out Borderlands 2 when it comes out on September 18th in North America and September 21st internationally on the PC, Xbox 360, and PS3, and I really hope you enjoy it.